is the one, the only, the inimitable Daniel Cormier, high school wrestling coach, former two-time United States Olympian, two-division UFC champion. But that wasn't enough, folks. He wanted to not only be in the video, but to actually call his own walkout. DC, the floor is yours.
They say at EA Sports, if it's in the game, it's in the game. I'm in the game, and I'm also in the game as I call my own walk to the octagon. It is a phenomenal thing to watch me walking to the octagon with my shirt tucked in my pants tucked in my socks. You're talking about a fashion icon. You're talking about a guy in Daniel Cormier that looks and fights as well as anyone the UFC's ever seen.
And those are facts, and if you weren't here, what I would be saying is that most opponents seem to know what's coming, right?
Can't stop it.
Can't stop it. We'll see if the man out of the blue corner can stop it here tonight, but Daniel Cormier is back in a big way, and as you just heard, yes, he's in the game. So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
You guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, has graced the octagon yet again. Johnny Bones is ready to fight. Now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Daniel D.C. Cormier. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so here we go, folks. It just does not get any more magnified than this. Daniel Cormier versus Jon Jones. We knew it had to happen again, and I know you're smack dab in the middle of this. I would argue it's the greatest rivalry in MMA.
Yeah, I believe this is the greatest rivalry in mixed martial arts history. I stood in that octagon against this man, and the crowd had the arena shaking. I could feel the vibrations through my feet. I can only imagine what these two are thinking right now, because as I hold this control in my hand, as I get ready to beat Jon Jones again, because I never get tired of it.
Oh, how about the timing and the execution to get the ankle pick? Well-placed kick there by DC. So there it is, taller fighter landing a knee to the body. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class.
Oh, how good was that judo toss?
Let's go. Let's get that takedown.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Back to the jab now, no good. Ooh, and now a left hand. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by DC. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrift, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, he bails on the submission now.
Heel belly. He's raining down ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's going to get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shot. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there.
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez with much of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent very badly.
Entertaining scrap so far. Heading back to the corner now. Jones has got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds.
We've trained for this before.
All right, let us now take a look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. He appeared to open up a significant cut on his opponent's forehead with one of those strikes.
A lot of blood comes from the cut on the forehead. He did exactly what he needed to do to land a strike that would open up a cut on the forehead. Now that he's got the target, he has got to continue to go there. He's got to continue to land in that spot to try to get his opponent out of there.
Of course, his corner imploring him to be. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Collar tie here in the clinch. Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Yep,
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
this guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. Oh, he's got his back. Oh, he's in trouble.
This is it. This has to be the end.
Oh, an even better job to escape.
Creativity getting to that submission, but also creative defense in order to survive that submission.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Cormier would be proud. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out. Our guys start to attack triangles. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style. He gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Under a minute to go. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Seconds winding down in round 2. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Good round.
All right, that round's in the books. You got to forget about that one. You're going to go out there. You're going to try to keep it on your feet, though. But if he takes you down, you know
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so perhaps a... Oh, how about the judo toss there? Judo 101. Making all these shots count.
This is a terrible position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by DC. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
you got to get off your back. You got to get off your back.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Cormier. All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Cormier.
Nice transitions.
Cormier's right back to the full mount here.
This is where he wants to be.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by DC.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble, get up.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Back mount now. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said he's got that arm triangle, watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish his technique. The arm triangle is getting very close. What he's got to do now is get to the opposite side of the body. He's got to get his body on the side of the lock and get the finish.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent, then back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
absolutely
tape.
did, John. You know I love popcorn.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
You touch it because you're dropping your hands. You need to go back to the game plan, just like we practiced in the gym. Hands high, chins low, protect yourself. Nope.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute?
This is when you understand that nothing is...
Oh!
He's hurting bad here.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Oh, nice land with the knee. You see the taller fighter having no issue getting the limb to the target there. Cormier's got a bruise appearing on that left side right now. You got to think that body investment is going to pay dividends, though. Jones gets the single leg takedown. Well played. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a... Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Cormier's back in full mount. Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike. Huge elbow there. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. I mean, how about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me?
All right, he beat you last round. He outstruck you, landed more power shots, and he was more aggressive. This time, I need you to dig deep. I need you to get in there close and pound away.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. Oh, big Superman punch there.
Attack that cut for me. Let's go.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. A massive hit to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover it. It's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. All right, feet on the hips here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Cormier's in half guard.
Nice.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Cormier. That That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there.
It's work. I'll stand it up. It's work.
Jones is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Nice positional control here. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
You need to fight back.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Johnny Bone. Another ground and pound strike lands. 1 minute to go in the fight.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Now drops inside that. What a fight! 25 minutes turned in.
We won, baby. We won for sure.
All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with his striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-45, and 48-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel D.C.
All right, another strong performance for the UFC Hall of Famer. Daniel Cormier wins this fight tonight by decision in front of the adoring masses here in the fight capital.
A lot of times it comes down to that championship experience of Cormier. When the fight goes long, he is comfortable in those moments. And tonight, he showed why, and he earned a massive decision victory.
Suffering builds character. Get a load of me. I've been through shit. I'm filled with piss. I'm bloated totally. I can't condone to go the road of who I'm told to be.